What's up, aliens fishing in YouTube? We made some more alterations and adjustments and modifications to the kayak. I know I said it was finished, but if you know me, it's never really finished. So let's get into it. First things first, I didn't like the trolling motor on the front. Didn't like all the steering cables running back, and you know, it's gonna, harder to lift it up and get it out of the water, and just didn't like it. So went ahead and put it all back together factory. Took my extensions off, put it all back together the way the factory had it, and put this old wooden side mount that I had built a while back. I had it on the back a long time ago, but I saved it, and I put it on the front. That way I can mount it to this bar. It was easy to mount, and now it can be in front of me off to the side to steer it. And yeah, I think it's going to work out good. Bought me a redfish ruler there, put it on there, zip tied it on there so I don't have to drill it into there. You know, zip ties are your best friend on a kayak. Fasten everything down, don't cost nothing, hardly. Easy to replace, no drilling. Yeah, okay. And then it got me a new battery. I found this battery, it's a special battery. It's only 25 pounds, but it's got 35 amps. A lot of power. It's got twice as much amps as my other one that was only 25 pounds. So it's going to be running my front lights, my depth finder, and my trolling motor. And because the trolling motor is on this side, I put the battery on this side to help compensate the weight. So I think that's going to work out good for me. And yeah. So and then I had rod holders running down the side, but because this was blocking it, I went ahead and took those off. And these were facing forward. These were facing forward, but they were going to be getting in the way of my trolling motor and everything. So I went ahead and turned them around backwards so the rods could go backwards and be out of the way, but still clear the engine. And yeah, I got a 1 gallon tank, but I also found this old 2 gallon one I had, and it fits in there perfect and bungees down, so it's going to work out great. Also put my navigation lights back on. Zip tied those as well, so that so that no drilling, easy to take on and off. Also, my big long blue ones I put underneath here, so they're not blinding me, but so that it lights up the inside of the back of the boat, so I can see, when I'm trying to operate the cords off the engine and everything. And I like this little idea. Came up with this little idea. Made a waterproof battery box to run my lights back here. The box is fastened to this with a little piece of metal strip in there so it don't crack, and then have a little 7 amp battery that runs all my lights, and drilled a hole, and it clips together, and it's waterproof, and it stays there, so it will run all my lights. And for night fishing tonight, it will run all my lights, and that's how that will look whenever it's dark. Let me see here. You can see a little better. See a little better there. So, you gotta have the navigation lights at night, but see how the inside is lit up now. I'll be able to see which cord I'm pulling to operate my motor, and but plus they're not blinding me. When they're up, they're blinding me. So I like this a lot better. It's gonna work out good. Lights me up, but not blinding me. I can still see. So yeah, I think it's gonna work good. Getting it ready for LBJ tonight, and of course next week on my birthday. But I think I'm gonna go do a run tonight and chase some white bass, see what happens. But yeah, worked out really well. Little waterproof battery box. It's a new modification, and yeah. So that's pretty much it. Just wanted to show you guys those new modifications. All right, I'll be getting her out tonight to try her out. Good deal.